Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us. For those who don't know me, my name is Crystal Elkins, and I'm the firm administrator for United IP Counselors LLC in Washington, D.C., part of the United GIP network. I'm here today to coordinate this webinar series with Ms. Jia-Ee LEE, whom some of you may know from our previous interview series. Ms. Lee is a partner at Global IP Southeast Asia in Malaysia. She is a registered patent, trademark, and industrial design agent in Malaysia. She also oversees the operation of GIP ASEAN in Singapore. For any questions or comments regarding today's webinar, please email Ms. Lee at patent5@gip-asean.com. Now I'm going to turn our presentation over to Ms. Lee.
Thank you, Crystal, for the introduction. All right, so I'm sharing screen now. Hi, everyone. The title of my presentation today is about navigating the ASEAN landscape in your international patenting strategy with Singapore as the gateway. So this is a very long title. In short, it's about using Singapore as a gateway for patenting in Southeast Asia. My name is Jia-Ee. I'm from GIP ASEAN. My practice primarily focuses on Southeast Asia, where I assist clients from Southeast Asia countries in all matters related to intellectual property, specifically in patent prosecution, as well as clients from outside of Southeast Asia to secure and exercise their IP rights within this region. Our key topics today is about the patent application challenges in Southeast Asia, followed by an introduction on Singapore's patent system. The most important parts would be part 3 and 4, where I'll be talking about the international patenting strategy from Singapore, and also the tips for efficient patent application process in Singapore. Southeast Asia is located here. In the southeastern part of Asia, east of India and south of China. In 2022, ASEAN's combined GDP reached 3.6 trillion US dollars, surpassing its pre-pandemic level and solidifying itself as the fifth largest economy in the world, allowing ASEAN to remain as a major destination for foreign direct investments in developing regions, second only to China. So ASEAN is a region with immense potential, but it is frequently overlooked and underestimated by the global community. However, the region's significant potential attracts attention from investors, business owners, and also policymakers seeking growth and partnership opportunities in this dynamic region that consists of 10 countries, including Singapore, Malaysia, Indonesia, Brunei, Philippines, Vietnam, Cambodia, Thailand, Myanmar, and Laos. As ASEAN member states enhance their global competitiveness in foreign investors across various industries, they have become a crucial destinations for patent applications. Over the past decade, Southeast Asia has seen a significant increase in inventions, with Singapore, Indonesia, Thailand, Malaysia, Vietnam, Philippines leading the way. Singapore is in particular stands out due to its strong economy, favorable environment for R&D, and also a robust intellectual property protection. So according to the stats here, there has been a significant rise in patent applications in 2022 compared to 10 years ago. This surge is largely driven by international applicants, highlighting the region's global appeal. So, despite the predominance of foreign patent filings from international applicants, local inventions filed by local innovators in this region remain vital. The United States, Japan, and European countries are the primary contributors to patent filings in this region. So a notable trend is the increasing number of patent filings from China and also South Korea, especially China. So reflecting the growing interests of these countries in this region. Obtaining a patent in Southeast Asia can be perceived as challenging due to many reasons. Because of the lack of a regional patent system, something like the European patent system. So there's also issues due to language barriers and varying levels of IP infrastructure. And these many reasons I summarize as the diverse legal framework, complex application process, and also limited resources, which might discourage business owners from patent protecting their inventions in this region. So even if Southeast Asia is an important market for them. One of the most concerning topics regarding patent prosecution is the time required for a patent application to be granted, which depends heavily on the examination process of the application. Here in most Southeast Asia countries, delays due to the backlogs of patent offices are very common. So many applicants falling into this region are eager to expedite the process in order to obtain patent grants. And a common solution is to rely on a corresponding application allowed in other jurisdictions such as US, Europe, and also Japan, or to utilize the patent prosecution highway program. So another popular way is to rely on a positive PCT written opinion. As examiners from most ASEAN countries, except for Singapore, they might refer to the PCT examination results and grant the national patent application. However, there are a lot of issues from these solutions. So what if there is no corresponding applications filed or allowed in other jurisdictions? So another issue would be, what if there is no corresponding PCT applications filed or there is no positive PCT written opinion? So examiner in Southeast Asia countries, they might refuse to refer to the PCT positive examination results, and this does happen sometimes. So considering these issues, Singapore, which is currently the most developed and economically advanced country in Southeast Asia, has taken the lead to position itself as a global hub for intangible assets and intellectual property. Therefore, you may utilize Singapore as a gateway to extend your patent protection to other Southeast Asia countries and beyond Southeast Asia. So moving on to our next topic about Singapore patent system. Singapore is a global financial hub, known for its business-friendly environment and strong trade networks. Also, Singapore is at the forefront of innovation and technology with strong support for R&D and advanced digital infrastructure. Singapore is also striving to become a hub for enhancing the interoperability of IP systems across the region and to improve connectivity between Southeast Asia countries and the rest of the world. It is internationally recognized with a very strong legal framework. And Singapore is also very supportive for innovation. They are actively promoting IP education and also providing support to business owners in monetization and also tax incentives. And they help startups a lot. But most importantly, Singapore has a very efficient, effective, and also a very flexible IP system. So all these strengths of the Singapore IP system helps business owners to tap into the vast market of Southeast Asia through the use of IP rights. Therefore, there are a lot of advantages to use the Singapore IP system that is very mature and ever improving as a basis for Southeast Asia patent registration. So instead of aiming to just get patent protection in just one or two Southeast Asia countries, strategic planning and optimization of the available patent systems and also the acceleration programs here can help invention owners obtain patent rights in Southeast Asia countries. And all these are made possible by a successful Singapore patent application. So here's a strategy which is to file a patent application in Singapore. So, and then utilize a positive Singapore patent examination result to extend patent protection in other Southeast Asia countries in step 2. So, and finally, if you are interested to use the Singapore positive patent examination results to extend your patent protection outside of this region, so you may use the PPH program to do so. So I'll elaborate more about these steps here. So the first step, which is to file a patent application in Singapore. So Singapore has a very simple patent application procedure. So it is not complicated as it does not require power of attorney. So applicants need not sign any documents. There's also no need for notarization and legalization of any documents. The application process is very fast. The Intellectual Property Office of Singapore, IPOS, may take about 18 months to issue the first examination report, which is the first office action after the request of a substantive examination. So this is the fastest among countries in Southeast Asia. And the fee is also comparatively inexpensive. Positive examination from Singapore expedites patent examination and facilitates patent grant in other Southeast Asia countries through the ASPEC program. The ASPEC program is a regional patent cooperation project for IP officers from participating ASEAN member states to use the search and examination results from another participating AMS IP office. All countries, except for Myanmar, are AMS IP officers as for now. So the process is very simple. So any ASEAN, as any ASPEC member states, IP officers can be the first AMS IP office. So it can be the Malaysia Patent Office, or it can be the Thailand, Indonesia, Vietnam patent offices. So since Singapore can issue a fast grant of patent application, so it is ideal to be used as the AMS First IP office. The positive search and examination result from the AMS First IP office can be utilized to facilitate grant of patent applications in other ASEAN countries. So such as in this example, the second AMS IP office, if an ASPEC request is filed. With a granted Singapore patent, it can also help patent protection to countries outside of this region. So it can go beyond Southeast Asia via the PPH programs. IPOS has a very strong network with other IP offices. So IPOS has PPH pilot programs with IP offices from including China, Mexico, Europe, Saudi Arabia, and the latest is France, in which the collaboration started in September recently. IPOS is also a participating office of the Global Patent Prosecution Highway pilot program. This GPPH network includes the Japan Patent Office, the JPO, the USPTO, people, and also DPMA. So here are some pointers for a fast and smooth patent application process in Singapore, because the most important thing is to get positive examination report from Singapore first before you can go to other Southeast Asia countries or even go beyond Southeast Asia. So based on the strategy that I introduced just now. So as mentioned just now, the first examination report can be issued within 18 months from the date of substantive examination request. To further expedite the examination process, you can actually utilize the acceleration program introduced by IPOS. It is called the SGIP FAST program. Typically, the first examination report will be issued around 2-3 months after the substantive examination request. The request is usually submitted when filing the patent application. So, these cuts short the time significantly compared to 18 months via the normal route. So, applicants must provide reasons for requesting the acceleration and briefly describe the technology field to which the invention relates. But there are some terms and conditions. The patent applications must be first filed in Singapore. There's also a cap of 10 patent applications per month with a further cap of 2 patent applications per entity, be it an individual or a corporate. So there are no official fee. From our experience in requesting SGIP Fast that we have made so far, it has been very smooth. So we haven't received any rejection before for this request. So as long as the requirements were fulfilled, there should be no issue in obtaining the SGIP Fast. So under this program, patent applications can be granted as fast as 6 months for straightforward applications and 9 months for non-straightforward applications. Even with a one-time office action, we still managed to get many patent applications filed under SGIP Fast granted within 6 months. This initiative is now the world's fastest application to grant acceleration program, and it helps invention owners to gain a competitive advantage to springboard into the international market. In April this year, IPOS has announced the extension of this pilot program to the 31st of December 2024. So we still have about 2 months to make use of this program, and hopefully there will be another extension. So generally, there will be no more than 2 office sections before the patent examiner concludes the examination process. To avoid incurring additional costs and procedures to keep the application active, the applicant may consider the strategic use of interview with the patent examiner, especially if a second office action is issued. In 2017, IPOS had introduced the practice of examiner-initiated informal communications for Singapore patent applications. Before officially filing the office action response, the examiner can be indirectly contacted through a general email containing the purpose of the communication and also the proposed actions to be made by the applicant. So this is applicable for normal and fast-track applications. The examiner may accept the interview request, or they may not accept interview request, but provide an informal written comment through email. or they may reject any informal communication and also any informal written comments. So it is not uncommon for them to reject such requests too. So yeah, if they accept the request, the examiner may communicate with the applicant or his representative, patent attorneys or agents, through phone calls, emails, or face-to-face interviews that are commonly conducted through online conferences using Microsoft Teams. So to have a very productive communication with the examiner, it is very important to understand the Singapore patent law and also to understand the concerning technology of the invention. Of course, strategic communication skills and also know-hows are very important. Since patent examiners are always very busy, so informal communications should only be initiated when necessary with valid reasons. Regardless of whether Singapore is your main business market, it can be very crucial in your strategy for securing patent rights in Southeast Asia. By taking advantage of Singapore's advanced IP infrastructure and also the efficient patent processes, you can strategically use it as a gateway to navigate the patent landscape across this region. So with this, I end today's presentation. Thank you. I'll pass it back to Crystal.
Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Lee, for your presentation today. Thanks you to everyone for tuning in to today's webinar series. Please remember, for any questions or comments, please email Ms. Lee at patent5@gip-asean.com. We will see you soon at the next webinar.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
everyone.